Yes, we do have Helium Umbrella as our producer tonight, and Dap
Did not know we were alive.
as our cameraman. So let's look through the CSGO Lounge roster rundown for LG. We got Cold, Fur, Fallen, Bolts, and Steel. Starting off on the CT side with Cold, Steel, going to work on the Daps, Shazam, Rush, Rix, and now Nafly, the last man standing for Conquest. And that kind of gives a roster rundown right there for the T side. It's the last man staying on a 5 versus 1.
Ouch. Bot steal, not a bot steal today. He's never been a bot steal. People give him a hard time, but that round, holy cow. The aggression pays off big. They didn't just push Cat, and they get the frags, man. I mean, Conquest just got taken back there.
That is crazy.
Indeed it was.
It's time to go back with the auto, shotgun, and scout, for Fallen and for Fur. And we actually have a Deagle pick, just a random spray for Nafly in the middle, but I don't think they're going to see that many people cross over there. So now they're just going to try to reevaluate back towards this middle for T side and maybe go for this mid smoke to B.
Yep. Seems to be the case. Smoke is going to get thrown here by Dance. Cole has a nice counter flash, so set up right for it. He's also got a teammate in CT Spawn who will probably push after that flash.
Oh, but they just run out. They get 2 kills, but Bolts is inside the CT spawn. He actually moved through towards that smoke already, but the advantage comes in for the terrorist team. They overtake this B bomb site, and it's the scout, and it's the auto shotty to try to win this round.
Yeah, First so far away, though. He's finally closing in a little bit here. Fallen still playing over towards CT spawn. He did spot the player across, and Fur does step out, but can't get the kill. And there you have it. I mean, the mid to B just works well. I think Cole was like setting up for a nice pot flash where they could put a nice crossfire down on mid, but I think they came out a bit quicker than he expected. Like, he didn't even get a chance to turn around before he got shot in the head. So maybe it was just a little bit of an off timing, and that one little misstep for a second, that small thing, completely changed the round.
And Fallen is still going to buy a scout for this round. So still sort of it's actually a forced buy coming in for LG once again. Yep. So Deagle Armor, P250, CZ, and just a P250 for Fur.
It's one of those situations where you're just trying to break your opponent's money right back. I see this happen a lot where each team will split around like this. You're just constantly, like, you realize that the other people's money is also not very good. And your broken buy is actually going to compete pretty well with their own. So you're just trying to take it right back to them. And we'll see what they can do. They do get the initial kill.
Yeah, Fallen playing, scouting towards the playmaker, drops one as Steel tried to push through the double doors. They take him down, and they're going to reevaluate towards this B bomb site. They're going to go for a mid to B again to try to take control of the CT spawn. But Cold is still holding inside B with the Deagle.
Fallen trying to spot something here, but can't really find himself on the box. As Cold has hit that Deagle at the back of the B platform, but gets taken out there by Rush. And so looks like Conquest is going to hold off this force buy, at least for now. Math even picks up an M4 here. So, yeah, I mean, they're actually just going to try to save this AK and head armor on the Bolts, I believe. Just send Fur out there for an exit frags, but they're saving what else they have. Yeah,
the M4 was from the second round there against LG when they pushed towards that mid. And they're going for entries right now. So far, they salvaged FAMAS, they salvaged an AK-47 for Fur and Bolts. So, and if they're actually still able to get some exits right now, I mean, they're going to have to get positioning for Fallen to play towards spawn or towards playmaker, as he still does. So he sees one head towards the T spawn, and Fur is just going to try to hold it off.
I mean, here's the thing: like, these 3 guns are huge because otherwise, Luminosity would have like virtually nothing to work with next round. So this actually gives them a bit of utility to actually still contest Conquest.
I like how we're going to have a scout versus scout battle as well. And is it going to be Shazam that's going to spawn mid? He does have a spawn for B, though, so he could try to run in and get a quick entry. No, he's going to go towards that mid. Fallen, on the other hand, is going to do the same thing. And who's going to win that one? Nobody. Shazam sees him cross, but they're just going to try to reevaluate with the scout coming back towards barrels. But Nafly getting the entry and gets another second one through the smoke. And just like that, the long A has been cleared.
Yeah, so it seems like Conquest is going to be able to get out of this force buy situation finally, as long as they close out this round. They still have all 5 players up, but 3 are quite low, and a 4th one also pretty low. So there's still some opportunities here for Luminosity. Fallen might be able to crack the scout out and grab some people as they cross, but not connecting.
Yeah, oh, he does. So headshot to Rix. He's not going to like that, and it's going to be Cold. He's going to get the kill onto Shazam, because despite that battle that happened towards long...
At this point, Fallen, you should just win around, mate.
Yeah.
It's a this in the corner, Joe.
Yeah, right? But what I was trying to say is that despite that they had a 3-man push with rifles towards long with the guns that they saved the round before, look at the health remaining for Rush, Daps, and Shazam. Like, if he gets entries right now for Cold with the P250, he could put a lot of damage, not only to hurt economy, but maybe save a gun at the same time. But at this point, they have way better position at this point now. 4 of them are now inside the pit.
Yeah. So Conquest, they finally dig themselves out of that force buy hole. Luminosity, on the other hand, do have to take a save, I think, finally.
Yeah, and I like the smart play
never
there.
mind.
The 3 guys that were broke, that were low on health, went towards the pit, and Nafly, the one with 100 HP, was the one with his body sticking out to watch the angle. But again, if Cold actually tried to push a little bit earlier, he would have been against Shazam with 34 HP, and if Shazam misses the shot, he was dead, and he could have made a lot more damage than what was anticipated there.
And Bolt still, I mean, Luminosity still buys into this, and Fallen still has the scout, and I mean, CQ, they're just looking for a quick B-rush, but Cold, he's just waiting for this.
Yeah, he manages to get a second one here. Can he get a third? No, he doesn't. Well, he does, actually, but he gets picked off himself right after by Dap, so just like that, it's a 3-on-2 situation. Cold is just unstoppable so far. Fallen does have a scout, so he does not have an AWP this time. They molly it out. Oh, and a dink comes in, actually, from Daps up to his teammates. So Shazam's down to 60 HP with this spawn plant.
Yeah, I didn't really like Conquest forcing an entry early into a low buy situation for Luminosity. It seems to be like kind of throwing your advantage away, and now they have to try to play themselves out of a 2 versus 3 to see if they can get it done.
That's a nice molly. Right into the smoke. And then because of that, they take down Shazam, and they just move to the window and take down Daps at the same time. So they got to cut him in for the defuse, and a round's going to come in for Luminosity Gaming. But Conquest still takes the lead by 1, and at this point, we're maybe seeing the same thing as we did on Cobble here, is despite no, actually Fallen has plenty of money to work with, so he could drop guns for his team,
right.
And Fur could do the same as well.
Yeah, like I said, this seems like a weird time for Conquest to force the issue through a smoke in the first 20 seconds of a round. You're playing against a low buy, like you're kind of playing into their hands at that point. Not really using your gun power advantage to work picks and just kind of manipulate the map, but Luminosity will collect that one now. Now they're finally into good money. They even have a double op setup in play between Fallen and Cold. Fallen, of course, going to be watching that cat cross per usual. He's very good there, and it's a common opping position to defend that A side of the map. But Naf, he finds another entry over here at long A. He does take down Fur.
He's actually doing a very good job with his entries towards long, narrowing down the defense towards the A bomb site and giving more map control for Conquest as they decide to pull back and try to work back towards this middle. And because of that, you're going to be forced to play possibly a 2-on-2 site, which means that the middle is open.
We'll see. Bolts is staging up over here at long A. He does catch Daps inside the door, so he's been able to even things back up to a 4-on-4. But in the meantime, they are crossing up Cat and Fallen's op. He's not there just yet. He's still watching the long doors, but now he knows he hears the fire. He will shift his focus back over, and he lands the shot.
Now the rest of them are still coming in towards this A bomb site with Rix, Nafly, and Shazam. So Shazam's going to watch this flank, so they are planning for catwalk. So he's going to get a double setup here to try to watch that area, while the rest of them are going to try to take a retake as Cole gets the headshot onto Rix, who tried to go for a drop kill. And yeah, you mentioned it does. Rix does the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Rix felt the need to drop there.
And now it's going to be an op battle, 1 versus 1. Nafly, who had a big 4K before, can Shazam put his hard work into fruition right now? It's a fake defuse to start, a second fake defuse, and an op shot miss, and now the bomb's going to go out. So Fallen is going to have to save his AWP. The round is saved by Shazam simply because Fallen missed the shots.
Yep, exactly. I mean, Rix really didn't need to force the issue by dropping there. That was kind of ill-informed, but it wound up not mattering. As you said, the clock comes out. Also a big round for Nat there, right? He got the entry at long A to kick things off, and he winds up with the quad kill on the round as well. So it really helped clear out that site, really helped kind of secure the round there for Conquest. And now they do force Luminosity back into a safe situation, except for Fallen's op, which he was able to retain from last round. And this gives Conquest the ability to try to extend their lead a little bit further here.
Yeah, it changes back the what they were trying to do. They were trying to go for that jump pick at the middle with the flash to start things off, and Shazam was actually blinded, but he still went for the pick, but he just couldn't see Fallen, and Fallen just couldn't see him because Shazam played the closer angle towards that wall to make it a little bit tougher if you're going to go for that quick pick.
Right. We are going to see Conquest again that's trying to warn up the catwalk here. There is one on the air. It's going to be Cole with the Steagle. Oh, man.
Trying to line up 2 more, but to no avail as Rix is going to take him down, but Fallen is coming back towards the playmaker with the off shot, so this is going to be it. The A side is going to be open for business. For whiffing all of his CZ shots, picks up the AWP. Can he get something? Nope. This is going to be it to the bomb planet. No! Check that out! He still manages to get the headshot onto Rix. At least damaging the economy on the T side, but Conquest taking this lead by 3 now.
And they're able to collect op and pass it back to Shazam here. And we see Luminosity kind of forcing what they can into this. It's going to lead to just a couple of FAMASs, so they still are going to be pretty low on money. Their money's been rattled throughout most of this game, you know, after that whole 4-spy situation took place in the first few rounds of the half. And they're still kind of suffering from that, I feel like. I haven't really seen them with the full healthy bodies yet. It seems like always at least one person is in a disparity, and now it's Conquest again, just going for a really big B rush.
Steals by himself, and Naf wasn't even blind, so he gets another entry for the team, gets another one for the team, but now finally Fallen takes one, but then quickly picked up by Rix. Shazam missing another shot, op shot. So far he's only had 1 op kill in this game.
And if we're honest about it, Naf, throughout his entire career, especially when it comes to online play, has always had those moments where he just breaks out and has these really crazy 30-bomb games. Like, it just happens every now and then. I would say it happens to be 1 out of 5 games. I mean, it's not like he's bad the other 4 games out of the 5, but he usually has, like, that one monster game that just catches you off guard, and this could be that one for him. He's already at 14 frags in 7 rounds. Or 13, excuse me. Still very good, though.
Yeah. Bomb is going to go off, score is 6-2. And at the same time, Rix, I think, should be frustrated at this point. It's another round where he gets headshotted before the enemies, before he actually sees an enemy, as he was trying to go for a chase and a hunt down. And at this point, if that breaks his focus, it could give a chance for Luminosity Gaming play on T side after.
It's another 4 situation here where they cut the couple of M4s, they force a scout in the fall, and they get some upgraded pistols. And again, like, I have yet to see Luminosity on a full healthy buy this half, and I think that's really getting to them here. But they have enough into this to pose a challenge, as Conquest, again, is going for their quick long A control. And they're an aggressive team. They go for these quick map grabs, and they found it at long A again, but for pushing, catches Shazam.
The last few bullets gets the kill, and Shazam was just about to make it into long A. And look at this big flank coming in from Steel at the same time. He's going to get a lot of information, but he's about to go head-to-head against the AK of Rush. No, Rush actually runs back, so great positioning here for Steel. So now the rest of LG could focus their defense at the A-bomb site, knowing that Steel has gathered all that information.
Hiding behind the site here. One player on. Fallen has rotated the scout into the rotation spot here, but he doesn't find anything just yet. Just playing the gap. Does get a tag in there, and they are a man up here in Luminosity, so they might be able to get this done. A flank's also coming in here from Steel.
Oh, Nafly gets caught with the weapon switch, but he stays alive. He's going to go for the op kill, misses the op shot. Bomb is now planted. He finally connects onto his opponent, but now Cold coming in, headshot, overkill onto Rush, who only had 1 HP. Fallen jump scout does not come into fruition, so he's whiffed every single jump scout going on so far. It's a 2 versus 1. It's not going to be winnable here, I don't think so. He does not have a kit. The clock is ticking on that bomb. It's planted for him as well, speaking for Naf. So Fallen's going to fall back here. At least he gets the AK-47, but the round at the end of the day comes in favor of Conquest. And you know what? It's nothing good and nothing that you could really praise for LG so far, because they've forced bot every single round. At least they're forcing buys after buys for CQ, but at the end of the day, they're not looking well in the money situation either.
Well, here it is. I mean, here is finally like a full buy out of Luminosity, where everyone has rifles, everyone has armor, they have their nades, they have their kits. I mean, this is the best position they've been in this game to kick things off. A little jiggle tweak there, baiting out Shazam's shot. It allows him to get the cross out here, as we are just going to see Conquest starting out pretty default here. They're also pretty well equipped, and money's low for both teams, but Conquest is a bit better off.
If anything, it's just bonus coming back as well for LG. So if they manage to get a few kills, they lose the round, they get bonus, they're still going to force buy, knowing that CQ is going to be low on money as well. So we'll see what's going to happen with that.
Just depends on how well Conquest can win this round, how cleanly they can get away with this, and they would start to build up their bank, actually. But you see this player boosted, it's bolts. It's a big spot to crush mid to B splits if it's not detected. But it seems like he's going to get bypassed, and they're going to challenge Cat, and that means Fallen's going to be called on here with the op. He's going to be the main instrument for Luminosity to hold this off. But you see them setting up for a smoke to actually drop down the CT spawn, it looks like, and add a third route to their A attack.
Is it going to be a fake one? A nice molly to try to hold him back for a bit. Rush looking for that drop, but Bolts is still there. So that drop comes in towards elevator. So that's what they're focusing on. They're going to try to take down Fallen, but Fallen says no. So gets the first op kill.
Yeah, now like this guy's like stuck inside CT spawn, could get pinched from either direction at this point. Cat's holding off the rotate from B as well. Doesn't get the kill, however, and so it's a big man advantage here for Luminosity. Fallen's op is still alive at long A, so while the plant goes down, it's still Conquest. Well, never mind. All right.
Yeah, because he forgot about Rix with that drop that he had, so he gets 2 kills of his own. Now it's a 2 versus 2 situation, a 2 versus 1. First about to peek out, but Rix goes with the 4K, just playing at the dumpster. And that is quite a good hold there for Rix post-plant.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I like that. You get that smoke down CT spawn. It allows you to drop down, and what it does is it forces the opera on the corner to have to worry about when they peek out that someone's going to be high and someone's going to be low. And that means that it's usually a one-on-one trade. Like maybe you get the kill on the first guy you aim at, but the other guy's going to take you out while you're trying to recover. And that's exactly what Conquest put to use there. Really well done, but the big player there was, in fact, Rix, as you mentioned. I mean, on that rotation, they were in, I think, like a 3-on-5, and Rix gets a quad kill to shut off the 5 players from Luminosity trying to retake. So that's a big play. As you noted, Luminosity still gets into a force buy, but this just gives Conquest a lot of room to work with to keep extending this lead. They've played a pretty solid T-side so far here on Dust 2. Short of that 1B rush early on in the half, they've been playing really well.
And they're going to look back here to take control of this long. They do so. They're still watching mid as well in case of this aggressive push, and they're actually not looking to right angles because Fur made his way up. Now 1 versus 1, he wins that, and then Cole gets a scout kill onto Rush, so we're just turning things around here for LG's side, and the last 2 guys at long A are going to try to work things out because the lurker is still too far out. So they're going to try to take over the A side, just a 2-man, but they're working up against 3. Make that 4, make that now. Nobody, because Fallen is holding his spot at the elevator.
Yeah, force buy for Luminosity, but Fallen cracks things up with the op, and also the aggression pushes out. I mean, Nap was even set up for it behind the power pole here in T-spawn, but still couldn't hold it off, and that's really big here. That's now Luminosity using that mid-aggression successfully. In fact, out of the 3 rounds they've won, the first one was the pistol off of mid-aggression, and now it's a gun round one off of it. So that's definitely something they've been able to use here a couple of times, despite the fact they've had pretty limited success overall.
Mm-hmm. At this point, they should still go for some sort of a buy in a force after. But look at this. There's 3 seconds left on the clock. It gives away his position. At this point, I think that LG should have waited. Waited for that clock to run out, then hunt him down. You don't get that bonus money. You're going to damage the economy even more. At this point now, Rix could still buy and could maybe still go for some sort of a low drop for his teammates too. If they actually killed him after the timer ran out, you would see 1 less gun again for Conquest this round.
So I mean, Conquest finally gets shut down. I mean, they had strung together 5 rounds in a row before that point. They've only allowed 1 round here or there throughout the entire half, but now the double op's back in effect here for Luminosity. Cole will have his at B again, Fallen, of course, holding his traditional position over on the A side of the map. Still a pretty good buy here from Conquest. Really only Daps has taken a sacrifice here with just the P250. And we do have aggression from Fur at long A, but he quickly falls back. Doesn't chase after it too hard.
Action seems to be towards his catwalk. Daps is going to run out and catches them there. Drive by, but quickly traded out by Bolts and then Napfly as well. So now the 1-minute advantage comes in for CQ. They're going to try to go for the mid-to-B split, but a nice flash from LG just to hold it back for a bit. Flash coming through, blinding both Steel and Shazam, but now Steel takes control of this upper B and does get the headshot onto Shazam, and he goes, cannot believe it.
Yeah, he tries to force the repeat there. Just didn't happen. But CQ are able to get this bomb inside the A bomb. Like they have a 3-on-3, but Fur, he's creeping in on A ramp. They might not even realize he's this close, and he's just going to sneak up and grab a couple of frags, most likely, and there it is.
Yep. Only 1 man remaining at mid, so they could go for the full defuse, but there's no kit. So if Rush actually got this kill, he probably could have clutched that 1 versus 1 after. But Steel is going to be able to take the upper hand. The defuse comes through, picks up an op as well for Fallen, and now the economy is broken for Conquest. And just like that, you're seeing an even closer game as what we thought was going to be a dominating half. It's still a close game overall at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, Luminosity recovering quite well here, despite the initial pick there from Dats with the P250A cat, which is incredible. Luminosity recovers really, really well there. They're able to retain a couple ops as well, so they can keep that double op setup in play that they've been using here quite frequently in this half. Conquest on just pistols, falling at long A, just catching the aggression immediately. And this should be a 5th round for Luminosity. And as you noted, I mean, we had a pretty one-sided half to begin with, but now, I mean, Luminosity's making this a close game.
Yeah, so this Tech 9 deal going through, the only guys that had a lot of money went for small armor, and that is going to be Rix, but already 2 of them fell down in the hands of Luminosity Gaming. Now the Jiggle-P coming through, and Fallen is not going to miss that shot. And just like that, 1 man remaining, flawless victory for LG, as we're seeing possibly another save for CQ. No, actually, sorry, the bonus came through right after, so they will have enough money to go for a full buy. But at that point, this full buy could also still turn into a save for the last round.
Yeah, I mean, it really could. I mean,
well, a forced buy, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they're only get 2,900 next round, so no, like the highest money they'll have is 3,100 next round.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not going to be good news. So they are going to try to get that long A right off the bat. It's an equal trade thus far, but Fur is still in position, playing the edge of the smoke. They're spamming him and such, but they're not getting any damage off onto him just yet. Meanwhile, he will, in fact, get the frag and be able to back off.
Yeah, and on top of that, it was the bomb carrier. And Rix is pissed. He's like, how does Fur do that? How'd they spray? Because they sprayed a whole clip inside the smoke, and he was on the edge of it, and he only got tagged once, down to 97, and then after that fight, he's down to 95. I mean, that's crazy. That's ballsy.
Yeah, now it's a 3-on-3. Cold has this op at the back to be platformed, so, I mean, Naf might be in for a rude awakening when he makes this cross back. If he does so after the smoke is dissipated.
Well, you can't count him out.
Out at A.
He's at 19 kills here in this first half. He could get an entry. Nope, never mind.
Not today. But the rest of CQ will try to spill out a long A. They do have 1 smoke on Dats for the cross. Okay, so they can block Fallon's op off, but it's still Luminosity having a man advantage. Oh, they missed that smoke. It is, but he still misses the shot.
He could still get Shazam, though. Shazam's going to go for that peek, but he's going to get the kill. So it's going to be a 2 versus 2. So rifle and op versus rifle and op. The fake comes across, or should I say the flank, and Shazam falls down. So Daps is at a 2 versus 1. Knowing that one's coming up catwalk, so he's going to force the 1 versus 1 there, but he's at a 16 HP. This is going to be it. They should be able to close in and take him down. And that volley hits him in the face for Fur to get the kill right after. And now the defuse is going to come through, and we're getting the first half. Well, no, actually, we have 1 more round to go. At least to get a bomb plant, though, for CQ. That's going to give him enough money for money in this last round.
Now they should be more towards the 4K range now at that bomb plant, most of their players, so that will allow them to get a full AK buy here. Yeah, pretty much everyone at 4,000 or just below it. So here come the AKs out for the last round of the half. A great start to it from Conquest, but now Luminosity on their own winning streak of 4 rounds. Could be a 5th here. It's double ops still in play. They've been able to keep those things going for quite some time.
So Nafly is going to be at the point. They're going to try to go for this aggro push towards B, but a nice molly just to hold him back for a bit. And Cold does not win this fight this time. Through the flames, through the firing flames. Nafly gets the headshot with the AK, but Steel is holding just inside that smoke. Decides to back up, and just like that, though, his teammate has fallen as well elsewhere in the map to make it a 5-on-3.
Yeah, I mean, Conquest trying to see if they can't steal away this last round. Nav has found the entry again. He's found several entries on that B side of the map. At long A as well. He's just been all around a great player this half for Conquest. He's really been a big part of their success that they've had this half. And we'll see if they can follow through with it here again as they do find themselves in a 3 versus 3.
Oh, Shazam whiffs the shot onto the Opera at the window. That was Fallen, jumps inside the sun to get the kill onto Dap. And Steel, though, gets the kill. And just like that, they hold it back towards B. And it is an 8-7 score, ladies and gentlemen. That is a great comeback for LG, despite the force buys that we've seen in like the first 5 rounds on their side.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to be this guy, but you look over at Conquest, the scoreboard here. Where's the help for NAF? I mean, this is a map where the op can be really, really big, and Shazam only 2 kills on the half. I mean, that's not really where you want to be. Rush, one of their other main entry fraggers, only at 5, so the people they usually rely on to open up things aren't getting the job done there. You know, Dat should never be fragging over your opper and your one of your main entry fraggers. That just shouldn't happen. So definitely not getting the production as best as they could out of some of their players. But again, Luminosity also just played really well on the CT side. I mean, look at their team. You can see the frag distribution is very tight. Their top fragger and their bottom fragger are not that far apart. So they just all across the board played really well.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a hold towards mid, they're able to do it. If it's a push at long, they get the kills. Except for the force buys at the beginning, and then holding B, of course, has been quite strong there for Cole, but the advantage comes back for LG in the second half as we have switched sides, and they've taken over towards long and also towards catwalk, so the A site is now open for business with the last two guys playing by Turtle Box, playing by the beach, by the Jeep. If you guys don't know why I call it Turtle Box, is those boxes just by the scaffolding outside B. They used to be green boxes in 1.6, and people used to call it Turtle Box because look, a turtle.
There you go. The more you know.
G.I. Joe. So Fur and Fallen gets the last two kills, and we've opened up the game on an 8-8 score.
Yeah, and this is where you hope that Conquest can gather themselves. I mean, Luminosity probably do spill out to 10-8, but hopefully Conquest can get their act together. They played so well on Cobble. They had a big lead of 13 to 6. They lost that map, though, off of like an 11 or 12 round winning streak from Luminosity. And then you kind of come over to this map here. They, again, had a pretty solid start. They were up at 1.8 to 2, and then they let it slip again. So it's kind of a similar story to last map again, like having a big lead but letting it slide away.
Yeah. Look at this aggressive play. Well, aggressive stack, should I say, for CQ, focusing here on this catwalk. But nobody really getting information for that middle to see if there's anybody on catwalk, so you're wasting valuable resources there on that stack. Just like that, you're still playing mindlessly, and everybody already makes it inside the site before you can even react. So now they overtake the long. There's still two guys jumping around here towards this A bomb site. Bolts jumps down, gets another Mac 10 kill. Rix, meanwhile, manages to get a kill towards Barrels, but Steel is waiting for him on this flank.
Yeah, Shazam tries to stop this from the quad. He does disrupt the plant for a little bit, allows a little bit more time for Rix and Dats to get into a position, and Dats actually jumped dinked somebody there a little bit, but all the rest of his team has fallen, so this will be a round for Luminosity, and likely a 10th round coming up here pretty soon as well, so they have taken the lead of this game, and they should at least extend another round further for now.
Yeah, LG coming back here as, I think, because so far, I know that for CEVO Pro League, Conquest is currently #1. They've had a great record so far, but I'm pretty sure that they have, that Luminosity Gaming has matches in hand, which should give them a chance actually to come back to a closer record as we move on towards the end of the season.
Right, yeah, I mean, when everyone looked at this regular season, everyone kind of looked at it and saw that Luminosity, Liquid, and CLG were going to be the favorites to make lane for NA, but Conquest has made a great contest to challenge for a spot themselves, and tonight was a big opportunity to try to keep that locked in, but if they can't get things picked up here and try to get a tie in this series tonight, they're in for a lot of trouble, you know, going forward.
So for this round, just an aggressive push here by LG towards B. A save round naturally for Conquest, and it just couldn't hold it. There was only one guy inside B. They're going to try to salvage this at least a scout, and they managed to do so with two guys pushing through. But look at them. They're just running through like a train. LG going choo-choo, and then finally splitting across here towards T-spawn and upper B to actually not let them save this scout, and also actually make that CZ buy go to waste as well. So Steel jumping on top, spotting both of them. Getting the kill with the AK-47, and now it's a 10-8 score with Luminosity Gaming slowly running away with this game, but we finally will see the first gun round of this half. Can things change around? Can Shazam actually connect with the AWP and make a difference?
Shazam is that type of guy that will try to go for those aggressive cat peaks with the boost, so we'll see if he decides to break that out immediately. Also, you can just see him anchor the A-bomb site with it, as we did see him jump up here. Actually just setting up a smoke for long A. It's kind of, you know, with the skybox is gone now, you can throw smokes from spawn to block off the doors. And it does kind of push Bolts and falling back for now. So a good smoke there as Shazam will just anchor up and look to watch the cat cross while Rix begins to fall back to CT spawn to help out with some type of mid to B split, which it seems like Luminosity is setting up for.
Yeah, Fur went for that peek after that flash. Saw that nobody was playing left and right, so they know that they're playing passively towards mid. That means that they could actually capitalize on trying to take over this A bomb site, but they're just going to hold it back for a little bit still, as we still had some counter incendiary grenades being thrown by the CT side to prevent them from executing towards this A bomb site.
Yeah, Nat puts another smoke down on B tunnels as well to close that off from being seen through. But Fallen is bringing that bomb into the B tunnels area. They have a couple at Cat as well. So it seems like they want to take some engagements at Cat, but then begin to fall back and shift into a mid to B split. That seems to be the way they're staging up.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if Shazam can actually connect with his AWP. A flash, good flash from his teammate to jump down, but they go towards spawn, and this time, Rix is able to retaliate back onto Bolts, drop it inside CT spawn, but they're pushing into B right now. Nappi will have to hold it. He does have support from the back of the site with Daps as well, who manages to get 2, but all of that is being traded back towards this middle side. And now it's a 3 versus 1 at the end of the day with 24 seconds left on the clock. So Fallen with 16 HP and AWP looking for some cover, but he's actually pinned everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, he switched his gun just a little bit there, and Shazam just picked that at the last second, but couldn't get the kill.
And Rush will eventually pick him up there at the end, but it is while the clock is still in play, so no money issues there for falling off of that. And that's just Luminosity thing. They tried the initial cat engagement. They tried to jump even a guy off cat. They were trying to force someone to run out of the B bomb slide into mid for a rotation, but they never got that. Like Naf and Daps held their ground inside the B bomb site, and so when that tunnels push came in, they were able to hold it off. So well done there. They finally get around the board. They even have a double op in play now. Naf wasn't able to really do much with it on Cobble, but now he's playing B bomb set on Dust 2. Let's see if he's able to turn things around. He's already had a great game so far.
Now a trade's coming through, and it's a 4 versus 4 situation, so simultaneous kills happening towards lower B and at long, but at least the one that died at long had enough information saying, okay, I saw at least 2 guys, I saw the bomb as well, but we're still focusing on a 1-1-2 right now for the CT side, in terms of watching mid, watching towards B, and then 2 guys playing A, but now they fall back from that, and they're going to play the retake as a team.
Right, yeah, LG is able to make their way into the 8 mile side. The plan is going to go down here. 4-on-4 situation. Sam has this hop on Cat. He had a rough first half, but can he turn things around? He has such an important position on the CT side. Nice combination of nades and stuff. And now Luminosity is, in fact, the man down to hold off this retake.
Further manages to hold it down, and just like that, Ferg lines up 3 of them and gets the headshots for the last guy, but that's a 3K with 1 HP remaining. And a great round post-plant for Luminosity Gaming.
We've been talking about how Naf has had a sick game with Conquest, but look at what Fur's doing here lately. 9-1 so far in this second half. Oh, yeah. He's definitely doing the work there. That was a big hat trick there on Goose, and that resets Conquest money and sets them up for maybe even double save territory, to be honest. So
it was 9-1 after 5 rounds?
Yes.
While we had Nafly, who was 13-1, I think, after 7 rounds.
Yes.
So still 2 more rounds right now for Fur to tie up the ratio of what Nafly has done in the first half. But this save round so far comes into fruition, at least for a little bit, as they catch another one. They catch Fur with the Molotov in his hand, so they take him down with the P250. We're still committing towards this long. Bolts gets dinked after getting the kill onto Shazam, but it's still a very winnable round right now for Conquest, who's going to go for a double peek up on Catwalk.
Bolts is still here with low HP. He's holding the corner. He's hoping he can catch someone out. He does hear Naf running around over here. They're even bringing that bomb back through mid to maybe even go B, but there's someone lower B pushed up to watch this, and he grabs the bomb. That's big. Naf's able to step out. Great crossfire here with Daps.
And that's just because it's miscommunication there, because he wasn't even looking at Catwalk. Now Fallen's going to try to get the Obja, and just because of that, he thought that it was falling back towards the top of the bricks, and Nafly just strays back and gets another kill. Now Bolts is at 19 HP, and Nafly gets a trip kill with the 5-7. Are you kidding me?
And that could be the round, man. That could be what Conquest needs to kick back into gear here and get back into this game.
That's a Nico Cobra, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, Nav had a brilliant first half. We kind of discussed that here on the CT side. With that round, he's up to 4 more frags on the board. So that was a big one there. That's a 4 spy that goes in Conquest's favor and even forces Luminosity into a save situation. And in fact, well, it's a 4 spy, but next round they'd actually have to save if this doesn't work out.
Yeah, and again, it's all miscommunication that happened there. I mean, like you said, Bolts was there, but he wasn't saying, and he didn't know that there was one guy playing towards the staircase. Yeah, he heard one guy run back, but he should have still heard Nafly being running around towards that catwalk area, which would have given him a chance to actually set up and focus more towards that catwalk with the pick, and then get the round for LG. But
well, Fallen also just straight up missed an op shot when it's all said and done too. I mean, he even peeked in the stairs and just missed, and Naf.
Well, he looked at brick. He didn't look at the staircase where Naf was actually holding the angle. That was the issue there as well.
Right, so big round there from Conquest that you know puts Luminosity to a 4 spy. As I said, if they lose this thing, they're probably saving. So Conquest could even take the lead if they're able to hold off this force here from LG as they do begin to try to work that mid to B again. 4 coming out mid, 1 with the bomb in the tunnels.
Daps is waiting there. They're flashing each other as well, but Oh, Dav still didn't manage to get a single pick. They're streaming inside the B bomb side to get the first kill, and then they also take down Naf, and the B side is now open for business, but we have a quick rotation coming through from CQ already outside the B bomb side, but that was Dav's mistake right there.
Yeah, he just threw the smoke way too late. Like, they were already beating him to the doors when he tried to do that smoke. He should have thrown it as soon as he saw the first person
Or
rather
flashes
than
above.
waiting so long. Yeah, he just waited way too long to pop it, and they get swarmed for that. And so the force spot from Luminosity is going to be successful. And, like, right when Conquest make a play to get themselves back in the game, they turn around and give up a round like this one, and Luminosity retains the lead going forward. Now, Conquest will be able to save a few guns here, at least 2 guns. Rick's looking to maybe save another, and that'll help them out next round. But Luminosity, they're just remaining ahead. They're holding Conquest off.
Yeah, and Riggs' job there was just to try to get a few picks, because he does have 5,100 in the bank right now, which is enough to go for a drop on the next round. But no, he's actually going to go for the force buy, because we were able to save 2 more guns on the other side. So we're going to go for drops as well. Still a full gun round for Conquest, but again, his job was to hurt the economy of Luminosity Gaming on the exit outside B, just to give them a better chance here on this round. But we still have full AKs for LG.
Indeed we do, and they do have that 2-round lead here. Op is in the hands of Shazam. He's had a rough game thus far, to say the least. Let's see what he can do here, as it will be a B-Tunnel's route back to mid, and Shazam, with that aggressive cap position, he loves to do that push, but he gets caught this time. Bolts, big kill there for him.
Yeah, flash above from both sides here as Rix and his opponents both get flashed at mid double door, so there's not going to be any execution or any picks happening towards middle area. Try to see if Rush can hold up towards this catwalk, so we're just playing it slowly for LG's side, and they managed to not hold this catwalk one more time.
Yeah, Bolts again connecting on that catwalk, taking down Rush, and so Conquest is really getting into a bind here. They're gonna have to save next round. This doesn't work out. So I mean, this is a big
Even
round.
double.
They needed, yeah, maybe even a double, exactly. So that could lead Luminosity straight to like 14 rounds, maybe even 15 rounds.
Yeah,
before they can really challenge them again. That's big.
They're gonna try to chase him down towards lower B. We still have one at mid, so Cold trying to get this first kill into Dabs, who only has 25 HP. Oh, but Dabs connects with 3 dinks there to take him down. So that's at least that, because it would have been a pretty tough round for Conquest right after, because that's pretty cheeky to peak with 25 HP. You lose that fight, Cold gets a second kill, knowing where the last guy is as well, and then you're stuck on a double save. But now, because of that kill from Daps, you're hurting the economy, and you're giving them a chance to set up as well to just save your weapons after.
Yeah, this is big. They need to save all 3 of these guns, man. Like, the money is going to be real low coming in next round. This is very important that they hold on to all of these. It's also important that Shazam needs to wake up with this op. Like, the op is such a big tool on Dust 2.
Yeah.
Shazam needs to come alive. He needs to find some plays.
And
even if it's just something simple, like set him up to get a simple first frag to get him back on the right track. I mean, just anything, really.
But what's he at overall this time? Because didn't he only have
I think he's only had 1 frag this half.
Yeah, so he had 3 kills in the first half, only 1 this half, so nothing's really working in his favor here. And
it's actually been 2 each half.
Okay, but it's nothing you can really say for Shazam's part. I mean, we've seen the way that Luminosity Gaming has been getting their entries since this first map. So it's very hard for you to try to get their reaction time when they're just on point with the Peeker's advantage.
Yeah, and he played just fine on Cobble. It's not like he's like doing bad all night. It's just he had a really rough start to this game, and hopefully he can recover though, because his team could really use him.
Definitely. So let's see what happens. They're going to go for an aggressive push towards upper B. Cold still trying to go for this 1 versus 1 fight against Dabs, looking for some revenge from what happened the round before. But now they're going to smoke it out to give them a chance to fall back and save their weapons towards B. But actually, Nafly is about to push through this smoke. And it's Naked Gun 2.5. He's going to hear the drop. He's going to get the kill. And that's a mistake right there. He's going to be mad. He's mad.
Yeah, Nather's getting a little bit over aggressive there in the B tons. I mean, I get it. He's playing the smoke on lower B, just waiting it out, but he tries to slip around and he gets caught. And LG are going to use that to get into the B bomb site there.
Easily.
And, this is a 14th round for Luminosity.
It's time to save. No, Shazam's actually going to try to go for it. Why? Your team's already in a position that they want to save. Now Rix is going to have to jump through fire. They hear him burning down just to try to save the AWP. Now he's leaving himself exposed to maybe get picked off there as they're going to go for the hunt.
And I mean, I've seen Naf.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Naf play the B-bomb side of this map a lot. Like back when he used to even play with like what is now Winter Fox, Elevate, all these different teams. And he's always been a guy that can get a little bit overeager on the B tunnels. And he's played pretty well this whole entire night, man. Like he was awesome on Cop. He's been awesome this entire Dust 2. But that's the one round where I feel like he had a little bit of a hiccup there. Gets caught, and it's gonna cost them dividends here because these are probably really the only 2 rifles they're gonna have next round. And now they don't only have one.
They that one, yeah. But they're close in and make that 0.
Make that no rifles next round as they go from that point. Yeah, they'll force what they can. They get one on Rix, but that's the only person who can get one.
Yep. And at this point, though, with him buying it, maybe it's just a rage thing going on because nobody else. Okay, they are going for the full buy.
Yeah,
they're just gonna
go for it. They're just playing for the W here. Yeah. Plus, I mean, well, no, they're not even gonna be on max loss yet next round either. So only like 3K on some of their players. It's gonna be about it.
So at this point, Rick's playing the M4 with no armor. Maybe he should have dropped the M4 for somebody that should have armor. But we'll see if he can get something done with that. In my opinion, I would have given it to Nafly with the way things have been going. Now Bolts is going to spot one on Catwalk. And Nade's going to come in earlier in this round. That's going to hurt Daps down to 54. And Rush is going to fall down on Cat.
Yeah, so that's already the start here for Luminosity as they're just inching ever closer to just winning out this series completely and pretty much locking in a playoff spot.
They already took over A. Oh, yeah. Max 7-0 from Shazam gets the headshot, but just because of that, he's going to be the last man standing. They know exactly where he's at. He's able to salvage an AK-47, but cannot hold it for long enough. As Cold gets the kill and puts LG at game point situation, 15-10.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking good here for Luminosity. They're just, like I said, inching ever so closer to the win. It looks like they're just about there. Conquest, it's the last round, possibly, of this match. And they don't have much to work with. Do want to let you know that in about 20 minutes, we are going to have another game. That is going to be enemy taking on CLG. So don't go anywhere after this is over. We still have one more for you. But we'll see if Conquest can make this last any longer.
Nope.
So far, not a good start to doing that.
Fur gets a drop kill. CZ headshot onto Rix. They're pushing aggressively on Catwalk as well. Shazam gets the kill, but quickly traded out by Bolts at upper mid. And now it's a 4 versus 2. The scouts at the window. They spot Dabs. He tags him down to 4 HP. Gets the kill with the P2K, but quickly traded out by Seal. And Cold again. 16 HP, but gets the headshot onto Rush. And we end this second map 16-10.